Hopefully everyone finds us. Losing the internet. Hopefully I don't lose the internet again. That's like a bummer and a half. Here I'm talking away and nobody's listening. No one can hear me. No one can see me. Hopefully they can now. They're probably in the other stream. I hope they find me anyway. Hope you find me. We'll find out. Hello, hello, hello out there. There she is. You think you good? I don't know how many was in. I'm talking away and I'm like no one's answering or talking to me. I'm like, what is going on? Maybe they can't see me. And sure enough, you guys couldn't see me. Yeah, repeat of last night, losing my internet. That happened earlier today too. Yeah, but it was saying I had a excellent connection. So I'm like, yeah, I can't have an excellent connection if no one can see me. Am I freezing now or in the other stream? Well, hopefully they find us. Oh, well, that's a bummer too. Well, maybe it'll pull out, but we'll see. Oh, okay, on the other stream, good. I was like, not again. But earlier today, where it says excellent up here, as far as my connection, but it was saying no data, no data earlier today. I was like, oh no. But we're back up. We lost everybody, I guess, but you. But I'm glad you're here. My namesake. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is probably going to be a nightly thing for me. It's just every night, 7 days a week, come in. Unless, of course, I have to get up early because I got to go do something the next day. But I don't leave the house. This is my life right here. Sit here, crochet. Every now and again, I might get to go to a Michael's, Joann's, or Walmart. Sometimes on weekends, I might go to the yard sale or something. But I'm usually here every night. I figure eventually, I'll have my own crowd. And who knows? Russ comes in a little bit earlier. He has his a little earlier. I go a little bit later. So, Oh, I think I just heard thunder. Maybe what's going on is the storms. Oh, okay. Yeah, I usually don't start that early. If that's Eastern time, I usually start Eastern time at about midnight, between midnight and 1 o'clock. Yeah, 'cause just about everyone seems to be missing him, and that's why they're catching me. So that's all right. He seems really nice, nice guy. Yeah, I have a few people that I religiously watch every day, and then I have a few like Russ that I catch occasionally. Oh, so you're behind me, if I remember right. Like right now, it is 2:20. It's 1:20. I mean, yeah, it's 1:20 where you're at. So that means he comes on. So he comes on about the time I come on. That's all right. That's all right. If not, I'm still gonna be here at around midnight. And even if I'm alone, I'll sit in here and because I don't want anyone to leave him. I don't expect anyone to leave him and come here. I don't expect that at all. But I usually stay up to about 1 o'clock my time. 4 o'clock my time, which would be I don't know. I just do it for the company. And if no one's in my room, I would just go and watch YouTube anyway. Now I call my chat channel my room. Back in the days when the internet just started, Yahoo used to have chat rooms. And so for me, everything here is a chat room. Are you digging to China? Are you digging to China? What are you doing? Is it that? Oh, I see. You need a new bed. Baby, I didn't know you were sleeping on the hard surface. Let me get that out of there. Let's get this out of there. I see what's going on, baby. You got all your pillow on one. No wonder you're digging. Get out of there for a second. You've got your cushion way on one side. Get up, get up, Get up. Mama's going to try to fix it. There. Does that feel better? You silly girl. She's got a cushion that's in here, like a pillow cushion. And she had it so it was all the way over here. And she was laying on the desk over here. She's trying to move her cushion over. That's why she's been digging. Now I'm thinking that I'm losing connection again, but it says my connection's excellent. So well, hello, any of you that are coming in. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Showing this poor people here. Hello, Patty. Welcome back. Hopefully I don't lose connection again. Yeah, I'm talking away a mile a minute, and I'm like not getting any response. And then I'm going, hello, hello, anyone hear me? Hello, I'm here. No response. Yeah. I'm like, why is everyone ignoring me? What did I do? Changing colors. See. Three. I feel like I'm all thumbs right now. Coffee. Coffee. I could use one right now, but I'm afraid it would keep me up, and I need to sleep when I lay down when I finally get there. So I'm drinking water, and very weak tea. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Did you want your food back? Did you want this back? No? You're not interested? Oh, maybe you are. No? I hope to knit. I hope to knit a sock head hat. A sock head hat from some of my sock wool. Ah. Oh, yeah, from the coffee? I need to make me some more hats. But I got quite a few more months still. What are you in there doing, girl? You still can't get it right? Now, I haven't worked with any sock yarn or anything yet. I have some hats. I donate hats and scarves to our homeless lady yarn crocheted crosses. Oh, yeah, I do mittens and hats for the kids. Oh, last year, and crocheted crosses. Now I've seen some pretty crosses crocheted. Seen some pretty crosses. Now, do you starch yours? Starch them so that they're stiff, or no? Hey, all right, Jet. Thanks for popping in and saying hey hey. I hope you have some good sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. I want to do more doilies. Yes, I love doilies. Aw, thank you. I don't know about that, but thank you. You see how I'm taking that as you're talking about me? That's awesome, right? We're all awesome. If you're a crocheter, you're awesome. If you love yarn, you're awesome. We are awesome. Yes, we are awesome. Yeah. I got some that I got from Joann's Clearance when they were going out of business. So I have quite a few, maybe 10 scans, ball scans, whatever. Yeah, I have doilies in the house. My mom used to make them all the time. It's one of those crocheted items I really, really hope never goes out of style because now you can, a lot of people just go out and buy, their doilies from that's not really doilies. They're made out of cotton or whatever. They're sewn instead of crocheted. Because I think that doilies are like a piece of art. They're really beautiful. I mean, comparing my crochet doilies to my mother's used to be art. Mine do not shine like my mother's did. She would make so many things, all these different flowers and stuff. It's just crazy the stuff her doilies were. They were just so beautiful. I wish I had some of them, but they got lost during. I had some that I used to have, but they got lost during moving and that type of stuff. So now all I have on my own. But she did some beautiful stuff. But she died of Alzheimer's dementia, sadly. My dad, he ended up with lung cancer and he passed away. And then she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, even though we knew that there was some things going on with her. Like she didn't know who I was half the time, asking me who I was, what my name. Um, but she finally was diagnosed, and it got to the point she was just getting worse and worse. She was gone within a year of my dad. It's like she took that really hard when he was gone. But man, do I miss her crochet and stuff. But I got some of her books though. I was showing them some of them on my channel about a month or so ago when I first started doing the channel. Now I have a book coming that I ordered. It's one of the reasons why I didn't want to really start another blanket. You guys remember the Mala Minute? The Mala Minute Afghans? Yeah, I do too. I got so many. If I go to a yard sale and I see sets of crocheting stuff or whatever, I collect it. I There's a new hook, I'll try it. I want a hook, a pearl. I've never done used a pearl hook before. I got a pearl hook coming that I want on one of the channels like last month. So that ought to be interesting. I don't know if I'll like it or not because I've never used one. Now I love Mile a Minute. I ordered a Mile a Minute book off Etsy because I got one that's like new condition, and I got it for $4 off from Etsy. Now the same book, also on Etsy, they're like $20, and trying to get it off other places, they were outrageous. So, did you? I used to make them years ago. Now I'm going back like 30, 40 years ago, and it came up on one. Came up the topic of minute mile a minute Afghans came up in one of the channels that I watched, and I was like, that brings back memories. So I ordered a book, and it should be coming here pretty soon. I'll probably be making one. Hairpin lace. Ah, now I always thought, isn't that done with like very, very thin, very, very thin yarn? Broomstick. I remember my mom doing a broomstick and her trying to teach me to do a broomstick. She made a lot of Afghans out of broomsticks. Great big round fat needle. Yeah, broomstick. I was thinking of that the other day, but yeah, my mom used to make so many. That was it had to have been one of her favorite Afghans to make as a broomstick. 'Cause it seems like she's making a lot of them. Really? I'll have to check into that. Or either that I'm thinking of something totally different than handpin lace. But that's real old. Isn't that out of like 1900 type stuff? Yeah, that's something I really haven't really done too much of. Doilies and that type of stuff is my go-to. Now for my wedding when I married my second husband, had a small wedding, but we made these little doilies and we used uh, a real pretty like ribbon around the outer side, and we turned them into little pouches with candy in them. Real pretty candy, actually, out of like little mini doilies and made little pouches, and we put them all on the table. It was more for decoration, really, like after dinner mints type stuff. Oh, excuse me, man, I made like 100 of them, little tiny doilies. Oh no, no, no! I never made anything like that. When I get some notions, when I order stuff from some companies, I get a bag of notions, and in that notion, there's like this big fat pin. I wonder if that's the pin that you're talking about. I've always wondered what those pins were for. Oh no, not the same thing at all. No, yeah, what I'm thinking are more like 4 or 5 inches long. But I was thinking at the time when I saw them that they were for like knitting or something, holding stitches for knitting or something. But I do love my crocheting. Yeah. But I've never done knit. Well, I have done knitting when I was a kid, but I really didn't like it as much as I like crocheting. You've been scratching a lot. Do you got? I check her a lot for fleas. I haven't seen any, but you're scratching a lot. Do you got fleas? I'm gonna give you another flea bath just to be on the safe side. I hope she don't have fleas. I get nervous when she scratches like this. She gives herself. Last summer, she was giving herself little hot spots. Where she'd dig and she'd lose her hair because she'd dig in one spot. What it? What is going on with you? What's going on? You got to give yourself another hot spot. What are you digging at? What are you digging at? Huh? Yeah, exactly. If you can chain, you can crochet. See, my problem with knitting and purling, I remember at the time I would do the knitting and purling, but what would happen is there would be the string that would come out, and before you know it, my string was like I'd have a needle in this hand, a needle in this hand, and I'd have this long string going across from one side to the other. And no one could tell. I don't know how you're doing that. I don't know how I'm doing that either, but every time I'd crochet, I'd get that line of yarn. But my mother could knit too. She knitted, and she'd knit some of these beautiful sweaters. You'd think that someone just bought it off the rack at a store. They were so pretty. But until I found this community, crochet community, I really um, didn't really see or have heard very many people at all that would crochet or could crochet. It's like me and my mother, my grandmother. My mother and grandmother passed away, and it was just me. But yeah, just thinking about it right now, in the real world, besides the grandkids that I taught and my daughters that I taught, there's nobody outside of my family structure crochets or even knits for that matter. I would be knitting away and going, watching different YouTube channels, and I started coming across knit a crochet channel. And I'm like, well, dang, look at all this. I think I ran into Juan first, and he was a left-handed crocheter, which is even more rare. It's like, wow, look at all these left-handed crocheters. I'm not the only one, because I thought I was the only left-handed crocheter in the world, because I didn't really know any crocheters change patterns or anything, because no one I knew crocheted. I did pick up some knitting needles when Joann's went out of business. And I told myself, yeah, one of these days, I'm going to teach myself how to crochet. It's probably never going to happen. I mean, teach myself to knit. But I do have one set of knitting needles. And no, I don't have no idea if I bought the right size. I might have bought an oddball size, not worth crap, but one of these days, maybe I'll try it just to. Yeah, and I couldn't tell you now which one's the pearl and which one's the knit. Now, you guys pay attention to the channel if you would. We're getting closer to 500 subscribers. Once we get 500 subscribers, I want to do a giveaway where we'll do like a replay word or something, put all the names on a wheel and go ahead and find winners for the 500 and then the 750 subscribers and then the 1,000, and we'll go up because I want to at least do giveaways, for certain things. Started collecting things in crochet bags for the giveaways. So that is coming up because we've been growing. I've gone up like about 100 in less than a week. But I'll speak more on it. A friend of mine gave me her knitting needles. Oh, okay. If I didn't live out of state when my mom passed away, I probably could have gotten a lot of her knitting needles. And she had a major, you know, crocheting knitting books, so many of them, boxes upon boxes of them. I remember seeing them, and I wish that I would have gotten those. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I did go to a yard sale, about 3, 4 weeks ago, and this person they had a white garbage bag, like for a 30-gallon trash can, and it was full of yarn, and it also had a bunch of crocheting hooks in there, and a few different sets even. But all that yarn, I just did it because, and it was just like $4 for all of it. I was like, yeah. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with getting a bunch of like 3 or 4 different sets of crochet hooks. I don't know if I like. I'm so used to having the steel crochet hooks, and this set is probably just a shoot. I haven't even seen them since I got these. Let's see, where are they? They're over here. I don't even know what set they are. I haven't opened it since I got them. Yeah, this was. And this one has these in it. The other one, someone else has. But boy, all right, these are boy hooks. But I've never had this. Not sure if I can. See, I'm used to just having these. I'm used to having these. You know, it's just metal. Everything slides off from it really good. And this has took me a while to get used to these. I got these on clearance at Joann's. The Bates, Susan Bates. I got these from Joann's when they went out of business, and I just started getting used to these to where I like them. I'm not sure I can get used to these ones though. But I didn't have a big needle. Look at that size of that needle compared to what I'm used to. Uh, oh, it's pearl. Yeah, pearl, pearl. Maybe I am saying pearl. Am I saying pearl or pearl? That is a big crochet hook. But yeah, there was this set and another set. And I'm like, okay, for $4 with a whole bag of yarn. I was like, yeah. I don't even think they realized that they could have gotten more. I want a pearl. Yeah, I thought so too. Um, yeah, she was just getting rid of everything. I won a pearl in one of the channels, and it's been mailed out Monday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get used to it or not, but it's a size G plus, and if I can't use it because I'm not a person of change, and I'm probably just going to give it away, in one of the gift bags I got going. Are they supposed to be good? Some people talk highly of them, and some people say they could never get used to them. So I think it's a. Yeah, when people go on and on about how much frills cost, I'm like, how the heck can anyone afford to spend that kind of money for one crochet hook? Yeah, that's true. Now, there was something I was thinking about doing a research on um, on uh, Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria used to crochet um, back in the late 1800s, and they had a certain type of crochet that looks different than these crochet hooks. And I was almost thinking about buying one because you can buy vintage crochet hooks, and just seeing if I can't make the Queen Victoria's crochet blanket using that vintage crochet hook from the 1800s. Now that would be cool to do, I think. I like the Prim Michael Michael Sales. Oh, okay. Yeah, everyone has their favorite, and I've always just used Susan Bates or Boyles, or just a no brand no brand crochet hooks, just metal. If they drag on the yarn, if the yarn drags on them, I don't like them. I won't use them. Can't have the dragon. And you'd be surprised. There's some that I don't know why anyone would want to use the crochet hook that drags in the yarn. I started with those needles and some that I bought at Hobby Lobby. All right. So far, I've been lucky as far as my hands bothering me. Ooh, well, that's not fun. Now, I had problems with carpal tunnel years and years ago. I'm going back really like in when I was in my 20s. I worked at a leather shoe shop, and I did hand sewing around um, the shoe. And oh man, that I would have a lot of problems with my wrist back then. Yeah, back then my I want to say it was my pinky would go numb and one side of my ring finger would go numb. It was weird that only a half a finger. It was weird. It's funny. It's like one night it would be my right hand, thumb, and pointer finger, and then maybe the next night it would be my middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky. Oh, hi, Nifty. Hello, hello. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, I didn't have mine on all my fingers, just my pinky and my ring finger. Well, hopefully I don't have to have knee surgery anytime soon or anything. Everything's so expensive right now. Whoops. So do you have a knee replacement? It's all right. That's all right. Ooh, I'm actually having coffee. I wish I could have a cup of coffee right now. I would, but I'm going to be planning on going to bed here soon. I'm probably going to leave in about a half hour. Get some sleep. Yeah, I got a lot of running around to do tomorrow. Gotta check something. Yeah, I love my coffee, but I can't have any right now. I gotta get better lighting in here. I look so black. Well, I guess it doesn't help any that I'm wearing black, but it just seems like there's so many shadows everywhere. Ugh. Huh. You don't drink coffee? I am working on a simple cloth right now using a Trinity stitch for the first time. I love it. It's like a little flower bud. Oh, I've never heard of the Trinity stitch. I have made a stitch long ago with cotton thread. I was making like an Afghan, um, and there was a stitch that was part of the. It was like rows of flowers, and it was so pretty. Yeah, yeah. I'm not having a very good connection right now at all. This happened last night too, and earlier today, and I don't know why. I think it's because we keep getting thunderstorms and stuff, so I think it has to do. Yeah, I just don't know if you can hear me. You can hear me? Yeah, I'm getting error messages saying YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Well, that's good. At least you can hear me. Just can't see me. But I can't see you either, so maybe it's fair play, right? Fair play. I can't see you. You can't see me. Yeah. Oh, you can see me too? Well, that's good. I can see me. I can see me. I see myself nice and clear too. Now, I've got myself up on my other monitor and I can't even tell who I am. It's all pixelated. Oh, oh. I can tell I haven't had caffeine tonight. Ugh. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the same, Barbara Jean. I'm like coffee, but I gotta get up. I've been like, I need 5 hours. Oh, gotta get up in about 5 hours. Well, thank you for coming by, Barbara Jean, and you too, Nifty. I think it's just you two left in the chat. So thank you for coming by. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream, guys, and I'm just going to go to bed. I keep getting error messages popping up. Might be a good time to shut my PC down and go to bed. Yeah, I got more. Oh, I hope I see you again, Nifty. Real soon, I hope. So you have a good one. I'm going to grab my baby and go to bed. Yeah, it's going to be every night about midnight. All right, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, bunches, and I'll see you soon, I hope. All right. Have a good night, Nifty.